Hello, America. London calling.
You know, some of us in this industry have to multitask, don't we? Sometimes it's the only way to get anything done, isn't it? I mean, look at me, I have to sing, present, act, write, produce. I'm bleeding knackered. How do other people cope? Perhaps Jason Prince can throw some light on it. Would you like a sugar cube?
In my homeland, I was a neuroscientist, and you offered me a sugar cube.
Well, if I told you I was here in the studio today with a live music legend, what would you think? You'd think I was here with Mr. Ian Parker. Hey Ian, how you doing?
Brilliant, thanks Jason. Thanks for having me in your show.
Thanks for joining us today. I know you're a busy guy and you're all over London this weekend, I know. But your history, reading about it, it just reads like a who's who of the music industry. The 3 Degrees, Tom Robinson, the Nolas, the Platters, the Drifters. It's incredible. What are these legendary musicians like to work with?
Mostly a lot of fun. I have to say, I've pretty much enjoyed working with all those different artists, all of whom are so completely different, really. I think if you don't have fun then and enjoy the music, there's no point in doing it, really. It's all about, well, you know, going to different parts of the world, playing different types of music, and then maybe end up kind of off in a different direction. With other types of music as well, because there's such a combination.
They're all so different. They're all so varied. I mean, I just can't believe you can turn your musical talents to such a wide variety of different artists.
Well, I suppose I've seen times, Jason, when I've been on tour with one band and then suddenly jumping onto a tour with another band, with playing completely different types of music. Sometimes, well, in the same 24 hours. And that's fun. That's fun. It's just switching you.
Talking about that, I mean, you're actually a full-time member of 2 of the biggest bands of our generation, Clannad and the Hollies, And you seem to be continually working with both of them. How do you juggle your time?
Well, it's not easy sometimes. I have to plan it months in advance. Because I might be in one country one day with one band and another country with another, and I have to get someone to cover for me for some of the Clannad gigs. I can't do it with the Hollies because my photographs.
Well, you are one of the Hollies. How long have you been with the Hollies? How long have you been part of the Hollies?
I've been with them now since 1991, which is 24 years now.
That's amazing.
And they got into the band got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame only a few years ago. Inducted into unfortunately we couldn't actually go and play because we were doing a concert in London.
You already had something booked on the day that they go into the Rock Hall of Fame.
We just couldn't do it, so previous members were there instead. It would have been brilliant to have been there, but it wasn't to be. So it was a great thing to be inducted into that anyway.
But the Hollies, you say, are planning on touring the States again. It's been a while, has it?
Yeah, it's been about 16 years. Last time was 1999.
Wow.
And we did a tour. We had Love and Spoonful on stage with us at the as well, which was wonderful. So we're going to be almost definitely doing a concert tour next year.
But you're no stranger to America. I mean, you've even played on the David Letterman show with Joan Armatrading.
Sure, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, and the other show as well, the Jay Leno show, and the Letterman show. We did both in one with Joan Armatrading, one with Clannad. That was a lot of fun.
And how do American audiences differ from the London scene?
I think American audiences is always a great plus there because there's usually a live band performing as well, and it's got that kind of feel of a live show, like the kind of Blues Brothers kind of thing. You've actually got a band on stage to hold the whole thing together. So although UK audiences are great, you don't tend to maybe get that live show there. So it's always a lot of fun doing American shows.
Now, aside from the bands that you work with, you're also a talented songwriter and producer yourself, and you've recently put together your own Ian Parker album. Tell us a little bit about this.
Oh, well, Jason, about a year ago I had an idea to do a chill house album. Each track being part of the world that we live in, basically being the perhaps the present, the future, the jungle, the desert, whatever it might be, and write a track like Women of the Desert or that type of thing. So it's called Pacifica. I call it sci-fi chill house groove.
We was reading that you actually worked with Chuck Berry,
Yeah.
with Percy Sledge.
Yeah.
That must have been an incredible experience.
Chuck Berry was brilliant on stage. He can be notoriously grumpy, but he seemed to be having a good time when I was on stage. He's never met the musicians before he was on stage, so I guess it's different every night to play the classic tunes. For him to come over to the piano and be wanting me to play solos, blues solos, rock and roll solos, so those great tunes is a fantastic buzz. And Percy Sledge, well, when he sang When a Man Loves a Woman,
Yeah.
he used to disappear into the audience, and he's not very tall. He would disappear into the audience. He would never think he was going to come back, but miraculously always made it back onto the stage to be joined by his wife,
Oh, that's
singing
lovely.
When a Man Loves a Woman with him. So it was pretty cool.
That's amazing. So what's on the horizon for Ian Parker? What's next?
Next thing I have is, apart from promoting the album and starting to do more live stroke DJ gigs with that, going to be on tour with the Hollies in the UK, America, it looks like South Africa, Australia, New Zealand as well, and maybe some dates we planned next year.
Well, then you've got a very busy year ahead, Ian, and thank you
Sure have.
so much for taking the time to join us today.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
That's it for this week. Back to you in the studios, Arnold.